I just got the cutest little plants. Look at these zinnias. I got these for $2 each, and I'm going to put them in my backyard. Aren't they cute? Look at them. They're so pretty. They were $2 each. And check out this license plate on this. I had to show you that. That was cool. I like my Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. That's cool. But yay! Yay, I got $2 zinnias. Aren't they pretty? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just found these at Walmart, the Taj Mahal Mart, which is right up the road from Target. I figured I'd stop in here while I was in the area, because the Target is like a mile that way. And I thought I would stop in here and check the nail polish to see if they have added any labels to the nail polish. No, it has now been unlabeled for over a year and a half. And it looks awful. It looks absolutely awful. And a lot of people say, well, Mary, you don't need those labels to organize nail polish. You can lift the flap. You can lift the flap. I've been told to lift the flap 100,000 times. I ain't lifting no damn flap. That sounds funny. No, and also I have tried to explain this in several nail polish organization videos. Those labels under there, a lot of them don't give you the name of the nail polish. It may have a number, but unless you want to sit there and match up barcodes hundreds of times, and the video would be like 12 hours long, lifting the flap and looking at those little stickers under there is not going to help. I'm fully aware that you can lift the flap and see stickers under there. I know they're there. I used to work in retail. I used to work in the cosmetics section in a drugstore, and I know about lifting the flap. I know it's there. I'm aware. But those little stickers are not terribly helpful. Plus, I don't feel like doing this over and over for every bottle of nail polish. No, thank you. So, I don't do that. But, no, it's still not labeled. And until it's labeled, I can't organize nail polish. Which sucks, because the Taj Mahal Mart is my favorite for organizing nail polish, or it was till they took all the damn labels down. I thought they were going to reset it. You know, they usually do that about once every year or so. It's still not done. And I got hopeful when I noticed that some of the other Walmarts around here had started relabeling everything, you know, redoing it and putting the labels back on. This one still hasn't done it. And this Walmart this is the fancy Walmart. It's the one close to High Point University. It's just a little extra fancy. It is. The lighting is better in there. The displays are nicer. It's just a nicer looking store overall. That's why I call it the fancy Walmart. And we have so many Walmarts around here, I give them different names. So if I'm talking to somebody and the fancy Walmart. Oh yeah, the one by High Point University, yeah. The fancy one, yeah. The big fancy one. The Taj Mahal Mart. That's what I call it. I treated myself to a Pepsi after I finished my video in Target. I did get a video done, and it was quiet. I was lucky. I did have a significant period of time where it was pretty quiet back there. They do have most of the school supplies out. There was a little bit that wasn't quite done, or it looked like it wasn't quite done. Most of it was out though, so I mean, I was able to do it, but then on towards the end, it started to get a little crowded back there, a little bit noisy. I have a lot of the employees' little handheld devices going blink, blink, bloop, chirp, chirp, blink, blink. It just sounds like a damn video game in the background. I've got a lot of that to edit out. I probably will not edit all of it out, because there are some sections of that video where it was so bad. Oh my God, there was so much of that. Parents are already starting to shop for school supplies. I saw it at Walmart and Target. The Walmart I just went in, there were parents in there with lists. They are already shopping. So we got to get cracking. We got to get going. I'm thinking I'm going to have to start probably tomorrow morning. I'm going to get up early before I start my day job. I'm going to get out and try to do one in the morning before I start my work for the day. I mean, we got to get going. Parents they will trash those back to school sections, and the employees can't keep up. They will trash it so bad. They'll trash it so bad that it's just going to be screwed. And it's hard shopping for back to school supplies when they're all over the place and you can't find anything. It's very frustrating. So I want to get it done before these parents. What is wrong with people? You know, I was just raised to put stuff back. You know, if you're not going to get it, put it back where you got it. Go put it back. Take 2 seconds to put. No, they just throw it down wherever. Just, I don't want that. I remember, I think I mentioned this before, on more than one occasion when I worked at Eckerd, it's a drugstore that no longer exists. I think they got bought out by Rite Aid or something. We had a toy, there was a little toy section. I hated the toy section in that store. It wasn't big, it was like half of an aisle. There wasn't much to it, but there was a little bit of a toy section there. And the parents would come in to shop and just leave their kid in the toy section. And they would trash the toy aisle. Oh my God, multiple times a day I would have to go straighten up that aisle because somebody just let their kid go crazy on that aisle. And they're just slinging shit everywhere. And more than once, you would hear people like they would come back to get their kid, like that toy section was their own little free daycare center. They would come back to get the kid, and maybe somebody with them tried to tidy up what the kid had done, and the other adult will go, oh, don't worry about it. They get paid to clean that stuff up. Just leave it. We gotta go. That's what they get paid to do. Just leave it here. I do not get paid to clean up after your kid, okay? I'm making $4.20 an hour, and I'm not getting paid to clean up after your kid. God, it was so awful. That's what they get paid to do. God, the attitude. That's why I always say everybody should have to work in retail and or food service or hospitality for at least 30 days out of their life. You should. You should have to work as a cashier in a store or as part of the floor, the floor people, putting out stock, cleaning up the store, or you should have to work in a restaurant. You should have to do something like that for at least a month out of your life. I think it would change a lot of people's attitudes about it. You might be a little bit more patient too when you're, in a store and you're in there looking for something and they don't have it and you take it out on the employee. Like, it's not their fault. Or if it's more than you want to pay, it's not their fault. You're yelling at them and it's not their damn fault. That's just my opinion. I think everybody should have to do it for at least a month. Full time for a month. You should have to do that kind of work. I think it would change a lot of people's perspectives on things. Seriously. But I got it done. But I'm gonna have to go home and edit it now. So maybe there's a thrift store. So little thrift store right there. Cool. So I guess I'll go home and edit this video, and I haven't eaten anything yet. This was one of those mornings where I woke up and I wasn't hungry. It is now 11:21 a.m. and I've had nothing to eat. I am starting to get hungry though. Starting to get a little bit hungry. I don't like to eat first thing in the morning. I want to be up for a little bit before I eat anything. So, but yeah, I'm getting a little hungry now. I discovered by accident that Boot loves my bran flakes. I poured a bowl of bran flakes and I had it sitting out. And she got up on the counter and just started eating them. She decided to partake in my bran flakes. She loves them. She loves them. I have to keep her away from my bran flakes. I don't know that you need to be eating that. That cannot be good for you. That cannot be good for you. I don't know why when I come to High Point, when I go to Target, I go one way to get there and I go another way to get home. I never go back the way I came. I don't know why I do that. I never go back the way I came. You ever do that? You go, it's like a loop. I just do this loop thing. I don't know why I do that. I just do. So yeah, I did get the walkthrough done, but it's going to need a lot of editing. Lots of blink blinks and bloop bloops and chirp chirps to edit out. Got a lot of that to do. But I have time to do it, so I will be getting that done. And there was a video I kind of wanted to do Tuesday. It's another walkthrough though. I know I'm kind of heavy on the walkthroughs lately, but I take things in spells, like I want to do something and then I want to do it again. I want to do some more. But I do whatever I want to do every day video wise. People do tend to complain though if you do too many of the same type of video within a certain period of time. People will complain about it. Is that all you're gonna do anymore? They get a little dramatic about it, like, don't you think you're being a little over the top? I did 2 of this kind of video in a week. All right, is that all you're gonna do anymore? What do you think? You should hear the things I don't say. What do you think? Do you think that's all I'm gonna do? Really? No. I just felt like doing it, so I did it. I do what I want. I don't have a boss. I don't have a schedule. I don't have to do any of it. I just do what I want every day, and it is so cool. It is so damn cool that I get to do that. I do whatever the hell I want every day. But there was this one place that I haven't thought about in a long time, and I had to go somewhere the other day. And I went by there and I thought, ooh, we should do a video in there. And it's a place I haven't been to in years, and it's still there. And I thought, we should go in there. We should totally go in there and see if we could do a video in there. That would be so fun. And people have asked me, do you ask permission to do these videos? No, I just go in and do it. Walk in acting like you belong there. Walk in acting like you've been there a million times and you're supposed to be there. And as long as you do that and you don't bother anybody and you're not being loud and obnoxious, they don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. As long as you're not bothering anybody, they don't care. Don't walk in all shifty-eyed like you're going to steal something. No, just walk in with confidence like you're supposed to be there. Walk in like you own the place. I'm not saying walk in screaming and yelling. Don't get in the customer's way. Don't be loud. Don't be rude. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. They probably just assume I'm like FaceTiming, talking to somebody, because they hear me talking, and especially if I got the little earbud things in, they just think I'm talking to somebody. They don't give it a second thought. People really overthink all that. Oh my God, what did the employees think? Ooh, what do they think of her? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's what they think of me. They see her talking to herself. Oh, they probably think she's crazy. No, they don't give it a second thought. People really overestimate the amount of energy and thought that others put into them. Ain't nobody looking at you. And it's the same for me. Nobody's looking at me. Nobody's looking at you. Don't be so self-conscious. It's kind of self-centered in a way to be like that. You really think everybody's world revolves around you walking into a store? Do you really think everybody is there to watch you? Ain't nobody there to watch you. Everybody's there to shop or work. They are not worried about you. And once I really got that, it changed a lot of things for me. I used to deal with social anxiety, and I had difficulty sometimes going and shopping in stores. That's pretty much gone. I don't really have a problem with that anymore at all. Not at all. It doesn't bother me anymore at all. I'm not saying it's that simple for everybody, but yeah. Nobody in there is looking at you. Nobody. Unless you go in there in a big bird costume juggling chainsaws, ain't nobody looking at you. I mean, think about it. Can you describe for me 5 people that were in the last store you went in? Can you describe anybody? Can you tell me what they were doing? Probably not. Why? Because you weren't looking at them. You weren't worried about them. And they weren't worried about you either. So don't worry. I know it sounds, like, don't be so trite. Other people are not looking at you. They're really not. They're in there to shop. They're focused on their own shit. They're thinking about what they got to do later today. They're not paying any attention to you. Unless you're trying to steal their wallet or something, they're not paying any attention to you. So That's because I've had people say, I don't know how you make videos in stores. I'd be so self-conscious. And my only question is, why? What do you got to be self-conscious about? Nobody's even going to notice. They don't care. The employees don't care. Customers don't care. What have you got to be self-conscious about? I'll go in there and make a video talking to myself all day. It doesn't bother me a bit. But I don't care what people think anyway. I don't. Ooh, they might think you look weird. So? What's the worst that could happen? And that's a good thought exercise. If you have a fear, what's the worst possible thing that could happen if somebody thinks I look weird? What's the worst possible thing? Well, they might laugh at you. Okay, what's the worst possible thing that could happen if they laugh at me? Given that I don't give a shit, what's the worst possible thing that could happen? Nothing. I gave them a laugh for the day. Hey, that's cool. I made somebody smile. I think that's a good thing. So, it's all good. Oh, that weird little church closed. There was a weird little church back there. I can't remember. It had a weird name. Maybe they just moved. I didn't see a sign on it saying they moved. Maybe the Lord called them home. I don't know. That little building back there, it just reminded me of the building that Pastor Faust's church started off in. I can't remember now where it was. In River Road, the story I wrote. He started out in this little storefront church, and it kind of reminded me of that little building back there. So it's always kind of given me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not making fun of religion. It just reminded me of him, and he was evil, and based on a real person. Yikes. Yeah. I don't like evil people. I don't like bad people. I don't like mean people. I love this guy. He looks like Santa Claus. This guy on a bike. Santa Claus on a mountain bike. So anyway, yeah, I did get the video done, so that's coming. But yeah, from looking at the number of people already shopping for school supplies, we're going to have to get on the ball. And the school supply section in Target is already vaguely trashed. It is already getting messed up. So we are going to have to get started like right away. I'm not going to be able to wait. I'm going to have to do it really, really soon. So I'm thinking maybe first thing in the morning I might go out to... There's a different Walmart I want to try for the shopping aspect of it. I really want to do that other store, but I think we're going to have to do the school supplies as soon as possible. I'm not going to be able to wait. It's going to start getting trashed. It's already starting to get trashed. Okay. What I might do is go ahead and make the videos, but not put them out right away. Like kind of spread them out a little bit so people don't complain. It is amazing the amount of effort I have to put into trying in vain to keep people from griping at me. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I bother, because no matter what you do, somebody's going to have a problem with it. Okay. Well, anyway, at least I was able to get it done. Yeah, I'll put up the Target walkthrough later if I'm able to get it edited. It was kind of long. I'm thinking it was about 40 minutes. So I'm going to have to go through it and edit out as many of the bleeps and bloops and blonks as I can. And the screaming children. There were several screaming children. I'm going to have to edit those out. Yeah. So, but yay. All right. Happy Sunday. I'm going to get back on the road. And, yeah, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you again soon.